Richardson, Birmingham Left Unity and Secretary of Birmingham Stop the War Coalition. I want to say something about the question of arming the Kurds and also on the general anti-war movement. I actually voted for A1. I'm absolutely in favour of a position that we should arm the Kurdish people and support their military campaign against ISIS and against the Assad dictatorship. But this resolution, this amendment goes further than that, and we've got to be really clear on this. This BA1 says this is so even if it requires weapons and close air support. Close air support will have to come from the likes of Britain, France, USA, Saudi Arabia and Turkey. So I was wrong last month in demonstrating outside Downing Street saying don't bomb Iraq. I was wrong to say don't bomb Syria. This resolution explicitly calls for the bombing of Syria and the bombing of Iraq. And that is an appalling position for somebody, for people who fought for 10 years, 15 years against British imperialist attacks to take. And I think that we should reject, and it's what actually additional, if you look at delete, it deletes 2.4. I'll just read out 2.4. Military intervention from UK and US and other Western countries, which done under the guise of humanitarianism, is a cynical measure used to further the interests of governments and their corporate backers. Now that's absolutely true statement, but that's deleted in this amendment, so that should be thrown out. Just more broadly, Kate reported about Left Unity was at a number of the demonstrations, the massive PSC demonstration and the demonstration in Cardiff. They were, but they were very low profile. And we missed an opportunity to relate to a whole generation of ethnic minority young people who are fighting this. Thank you.
Good afternoon, comrades. My name is Stuart from Liverpool branch. I'm Kurdish from Iran, and I have just come back from Iraq. Last Monday was there, and I have seen the evidence of the brutality of ISIS, the 11-year-old girl who has been raped for 2 weeks. And the only Kurdish demand is they're asking for solidarity and for weapon, not for intervention and such thing that happened in 2003 and like others. The only demand is this: if you've been silent here, it means you support ISIS. Otherwise, you should stay beside Kurdish people and the socialist government in Rojava, in Kobani, in Jazeera, in Afrin. It is the very clear that these socialist government and direct democratic governing, it is could be very good example for all Middle East. And we should learn from that, and we should support them. And Left Unity should stay behind them, beside them, and be in contact with PYD instead of just sitting here. And if I have heard some anarchist group, they send some people to Rojava just to investigate about the Rojava, about the democracy, how it's going on there. Left Unity could do that to be clear what is the Kurdish demand and what is the situation in Rojava, in Iraq, in Middle East. Thank you.
Okay, so schedule